and it's issue 61 with the man them and Choco Cat, and it's gonna be a good day because I know we're all tired, but we like to talk about fun, geeky shit, and that's what we do for fun. Hi, sorry.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new intro.
It's the new intro. trying to spice it up here. Hi everyone, how are you?
Good. Not too
How's
bad.
everyone doing?
Had a work night out yesterday. Last
Ooh.
night. So a bit tired today.
A little bit delicate, yes.
Very delicate today. But yeah, I'm all good. How are you guys doing?
Yay! I'm okay.
I'm pretty neutral.
My stomach bug is gone. I am able to have food inside my belly that won't come up. Woo!
Nice.
So,
Nice.
yeah. And Karen is neutral. That is a good thing. We like that. So, Oh, and hello to Sean, and the Seaniest of Seans, and the Seans.
There's
and
a mic
Keith.
out there. Mike.
Is it Mike?
Keith, that's
Hi,
it,
Mike.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Keith.
No, it's Keith.
Keith. I'm gonna put that in a t-shirt. It's like, hi Keith. Yes, let's get to it. Issue 61. What are we talking about? Pull list. Hey.
Well, I was just going to quickly speak about last week, because last week was Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, it happens every first Saturday of May every year.
Which this year happened to fall on May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. Oh, such a good...
Star Wars Day and Comic Book Day was on the same day this year.
See?
Yeah.
The planets are aligned, okay? Say nothing. As you were saying, Rich, go ahead.
Yeah, so, I just picked up a few free comics from my locals, which isn't very local. It's pretty far, but...
Your chosen local.
Yeah. Did you guys pick up anything?
I did. I got a few. So I got, which I'll probably read these as well. One by Image Comics called Deadly Class, Killer Set.
That's really good.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it.
This one was
one called one by Lauren Miracle, called Under the Moon.
Okay.
Artwork looks pretty dope. It's got that kind of, when you're watching a cartoon and in the cartoon they're watching TV.
Yeah.
It looks like that. Like, I don't know if you can see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, got a nice ethereal, nice look. Oh, okay.
Wait, is this DC Comics? Because it's got DC on the Bizak. Right, whatever. Doctor Who. I ain't gonna read that, but I will say the artwork looks pretty cool. I might read it.
You're not gonna read it.
Because I don't do Doctor Who, even though I keep having people, Kieran, watch Doctor Who, and I'm like, no, I don't want to. And
yeah, it's like for me, it's like one of those things where if I watch Doctor Who, I would have to go back.
Yeah,
but it's near impossible to
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's boy. So anyway, I also got one by Valiant Comics, because when they offered me a choice, I was like, I have to get Bloodshot, because I have no idea what he's up to these days.
Oh,
so I got Bloodshot from Valiant. If you guys have never read Bloodshot before, I highly recommend it. It's such a good story, such a good read.
Nice.
I got Spider-Man, the Venom epic of 2019 starts here in Spider-Man. And it says Spider-Man versus Spider-Man, the gloves are off or whatever.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then I've got Avengers.
I picked that one up as well. I haven't read that yet.
You got that one as well?
Yeah, and Avengers
plus Savage. Things are going down. So yeah, that's what I got.
Pretty.
And then I think I got some others, because me and Kai basically split our stuff, but I ain't gonna get his comics right now. I also purchased, because I was out, I got X-Men, Uncanny X-Men issue 1, War of the Realms. And issue 2 of War of the Realms, and I didn't see issue 3 out, so I must have just missed it. So yeah, That's all I got on Free Comic Book Day.
What'd you get, Rich? What'd you get?
I got Avengers, Stranger Things.
Oh, nice.
Stranger Things, that wasn't an option.
It was at my store.
Ooh,
shade.
Yeah.
Offering me Doctor Who, you know.
I also picked up. What else did I pick up? Avengers. I said that, and the Spider-Man one. And then I picked up a goodie bag from Forbidden Planet, which had like loads of. It was more of like a kid's bag, so it had like Archie comics in there and a few other ones that I can't remember because I weren't really going to read them. So I might give them away, but I will give them away.
Because I need to start doing that because I've got comics from Free Comic Book Day from years ago of comics I know I'm not going to read, so I should probably I don't know, give them to like a somewhere. I don't know. Should start a charity or something like. Donate your own comics.
You could always pass them down.
Yeah. Give them to some kids you see on the street or something. Maybe
on the street, you know, man's like, here.
Kid. I did that last year when I was coming back from one of the Free Comic Book Days. I just saw I had like 2 or 3 Spider-Man comics, or the same one, and I just gave it to the kid, and it's like, here, tickets.
Here, take a. With great power comes great responsibility here.
And that forever changed that kid's life forever.
You know?
One day I got my first comic. Some guy was just walking by and he gave me a comic book. He said, "Here, kid, take this.
Take this. Take heed."
When that movie comes out, you're gonna look at that and be like, "Huh?"
That sounds familiar.
Walking past Burgess Park. I was walking past Burgess Park. I don't know why it's an American accent, but you know, that's just how I do my skits. Yeah. That's how I do my skits.
Amazing. Everyone in the chat room, what did you get for Free Comic Book Day? Let us know. You know what I mean? Anything that you liked, anything you didn't like, anything you want to give away, you know. So we might meet up and exchange comics if you want. Woohoo! So yeah. Oh yeah. What's next?
Sweet. Actually, I was reading Savage Avengers.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is a really good book, actually.
Okay.
So Savage Avengers, obviously by Marvel. It is what's his first name? I keep forgetting his first name. Duggan. Jerry Duggan. And Mike Deodato. Love the art. That's pretty much what got me into it, the cover art of this. Nice. And you've basically got Wolverine, the Punisher, Conan the Barbarian, Elektra, Brother Voodoo, and...
is this Savage Avengers, did you say?
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said X-Men. I really want to read that. I saw it in the advert in one of the comics that I got, and I was like, this looks sick. I don't know anything about it, but just the imagery.
Yeah. It is pretty sick. It's Jerry Duggan and Mike Deodato. So it just starts off with it's basically the Hand picking up some blood of people. So they're kidnapping people and sacrificing them because they want to resurrect something.
Don't look the chocolate.
Is it all cast?
It's pretty interesting.
No spoilers.
You kind of find out at the end.
Okay.
But then basically throughout the comic, is you just have that as the intro, and then throughout the comic, you've got Conan, who just appeared out into the Savage Land. But how he appeared in the Savage Land, that happened in Avengers. I can't remember which Avengers it was, but I wasn't reading it either. Okay. So it was a bit of a surprise to me as well that he was suddenly in the Marvel universe for one.
It's crazy. I was gonna say they didn't waste any time in introducing him, did they? Like mixing him with the others. I mean.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, his single book itself is really good. I'd definitely recommend reading that.
I'm gonna get a graphic novel, definitely.
Yeah. But this one, he's in Savage Land, and he basically meets up with Wolverine, and and you know what happens when two heroes meet for the first time?
Fight. They fight. So you
It's
have
a
to.
must.
It's just it's tradition.
Of course. Don't talk. You just, slash each other, and then until you come to some common ground, or you find a name that, is the same.
Exactly.
Like Martha.
I would love I would love to read a comic book where two heroes meet for the first time, and then it looks tense, but they go for like a drink instead. I think that would be so funny.
That sounds like it would be like a 4-book or something.
Yeah. Anyway, but it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it was really good, and the final page on it is it's crazy. Because the hand is involved, and they need people who can kill. So that's pretty much why you've got Wolverine, Conan, the Punisher, and Venom in there. These people are bloody killers. So they need someone with that kind of blood. So the hand hitch up a plan to get the Punisher involved, and the Punisher is definitely involved. Definitely read that if you can.
Okay.
And it's not for kids, I must say.
No.
It isn't for kids. So
it doesn't sound like it is. Like not even a little bit. Like no. This is 21 up. There we go. So yeah. Oh, cool.
Cool. So should we do the pull list?
Yes. Let's do the pull list.
Alrighty. So first up on the pull list, I don't know if you're reading this still. Okay. Batman.
I'm behind.
You're behind. So Batman Who Laughs, issue 5 of 6. Yes. What issue are you on, Karen?
I probably need to read issue 3 onwards or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I've just not been reading comics as much. I'm getting back into it now. Because like over the weekend, I read quite a few, or at least it felt like a few.
Yeah. And Naomi needs you. She needs you.
Do you know what's strange? That I'm not seeing that in my list of. I can't remember if I was buying that. I think I might have been. It's not on my pull list, as in I think I was actually buying it, so I need to get it, if that makes sense.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought I had subscribed to it, but I don't think I have, so I'm gonna have to go out and pick it up. But anyway, you
need to keep up with it. So I heard that there's something special happening in issue 3 or something, so I think it might be hard to get.
Oh man,
Revelations.
Oh god.
So yes.
Yeah.
Batman Who Laughs. So it's a battle to the death as Batman goes head to head with the Gotham Knight. Cape Crusader is forced to not only fight off the most evil version of himself, but a growing desire to turn his back on his moral code and commit cold-blooded murder.
Oh my god.
Any other time, Batman will be able to stay on the straight and narrow, but as the Joker serum finally takes over his body, Bruce Wayne may just succumb to pure evil and kill the Grim Knight. All of this is foreseen by the Batman Who Laughs, who has been planning for the corruption of Bruce Wayne, banking on him activating the last laugh protocol and turning Gotham City into an incubator for evil. All the Batman Who Laughs needs is one last happy Bruce from another dimension to make his serum work, but only Batman knows where the last Bruce is going to show up. So,
somebody call Alfred. It's about to go down. There's going to be a mess that needs cleaning up.
It needs a good cup of tea, right? Good cup of tea and a biscuit. Calm down, Batman. Don't do it. Okay, there we go.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, issue 6.
Behind on that, but I'm still collecting it.
Yeah. Did read.
There's just something so charming about that comic, though. Like from the ones that I've read, so charming.
Yeah, this was the one where he's moved in with what was his name again? It wasn't Boomerang, was it?
It wasn't it? The guy, because that started in Amazing Spider-Man, right? When he's living with that villain.
Yeah.
With that villain. Yeah. So that. Anyway, go on.
Yeah. I'm a bit behind on it myself as well, actually.
Yeah, because I've not read as Amazing Spider-Man. Like, I to be honest, one of the 2 Spider-Man comics has to go, and it might have to be Amazing Spider-Man. I might just read Friendly Neighborhood. I can't.
Yeah, I guess. I think because you was talking about Friendly Neighborhood, and I think you was enjoying that one more.
Yeah, so I've stopped
Amazing.
reading.
Amazing's been all right. It's The Hunt with Craven the Hunter back.
Yeah, I've got those sitting there. I'll probably binge read them at some point. But to be honest, I did what I did with when it was the whole Goblin stuff, Red Goblin. I had to binge read that. Like I didn't even read it as it came out. I had to binge read it, so I might end up doing it the same again when I'm in the mood for. Do you know when it will happen? When I'm going to be hyped for Spider-Man, when Homecoming comes out, and I'm like, all right, time to read some comics. Anyway, but about this one.
Yeah, so this one, issue 6. The neighborhood and the planet is doomed. Spider-Man is powerless to stop the end of the world. Only Earth's newest and mightiest hero, Spider-Bite, can save the day. Wait, what? Spider-Bite.
Spider-Bite. I don't. All right, cool. I need to catch up, man.
Spider-Bite.
It's probably one of those little twin kids.
Isn't it the? It's not the pig. It's not Spider Pig. No.
Because his name is Spider Ham. Also, Spider Pig was from The Simpsons.
Is Spider-Bite just a mouth with legs?
That would be so dope. Spits web. But
then it's like, isn't that just a spider? Like, no.
No, not if it's a mouth. No.
What's a mouth with legs? I'm confused.
Yeah. So well, we need to catch up on that and read it.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can tell me, and so I can not be confused because
I might binge read that over the weekend and just see what it do.
Yeah. I'm intrigued now.
Because there is something that's going on with Aunt May as well, actually. So
not Aunt May. No. I can't do the voice.
Aunt May. Next one on the list is Excellent. It's an Image comic.
I am excellent.
Indeed. This one is by Brandon Thomas, Kari Randolph, and Emilio Lopez.
Emilio Lopez.
Lopez.
My name is Emilio Lopez.
Spencer Dale was born into a world of magic. His father belongs to the Aegis, a secret society of black magicians ordered by their unseen masters to better their lives.
Whoa.
Kieran's like, back it up.
Whoa.
This is a
Let's
melanated
back
thing.
it up.
Rich is like, let me land, and then we.
Now, when they say black magicians, do they just mean that they use, and I hate this term, black magic, or are they actually a bunch of black people who are magicians?
Yeah, there's a bunch of black people who are magicians.
Woo! Yeah. Sorry, that was really loud. Sorry. We are happy about this because we're excellent. And we're magic.
I just got the name of the title. Excellent. All right.
Go ahead.
I'm just trying to research Brandon Thomas, actually.
Okay.
Is he black or is
he?
He is indeed. He's on.
That helps.
He's with Skybound and Image.
I'm gonna have to follow
Right Horizon. Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway, where was I? His father belongs to the Aegis, a secret society of black magicians ordered by their unseen masters to better the lives of others, those with greater potential but never themselves. Now it's time for Spencer to follow in his father's footsteps, but all he sees is a broken system in need of someone with the wand and the will to change it. But in this fight for a better future, who will stand beside him? Yeah, sounds interesting. Which is why it's on the pull list.
I might have to get that immediately.
Will stand beside him.
We got our black Harry Potter finally. Go ahead, sorry.
Finally. So the next one is Samurai Jack, Lost Worlds.
Jack! Oh, I love that series.
Is it by Gendy Tartakovsky? No, it's not.
No, it's not, unfortunately. This one's by Paul Lalore, Adam Bryce Thomas, and it's through IDW Publishing.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're right. They do good Turtles comics.
Yeah, they do indeed. So I don't know if did you watch the last Samurai Jack, the last episode?
Yes. What kind of question? What? Did you watch it?
Yeah, of
I
course
cried.
I
I didn't cry, but I was very sad.
did. Yeah, same. It was
I was
pretty
just
epic.
like, he got it, but he just, it was,
yeah.
Okay, carry on.
It was.
So
You know what? It was
says Aku.
I know.
It was a bit like it kind of had the end game-esque type of ending where it was like the final thing.
Yeah.
And it's like it's kind of a sad
Spoilers if
ending,
you've not seen it, she dies.
she floats. She no longer exists.
She pre-existed. She
I think post
time travel, man.
Yeah.
But then I was hoping, because obviously the mother is still hopefully alive. But then is the mother born of Aku? No, that'd be weird. No, so the mother's not born of Aku. So
going by
birth, then isn't that making another her? But no, because then if she's bless Samurai, can he not take a break?
No,
potential spoilers for Endgame, but if they go by certain rules, if you go into the past, that now becomes your present, and then your future is your then your present is your future. So shouldn't she have hang on.
No.
Hang on.
Shouldn't she have
It's different rules. It's Back to the Future rules. It's not
But Back to the Future is apparently bullshit.
But then it's as well, not even Back to the Future. It's not even relativity. It's the fact of, if you kill Aku, anything he's made in the past, present, and future is destroyed. So regardless of whether she was in the past, the present, or the future, she still can't exist within the time-space continuum because you killed the source of her creation.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's how time travel works.
I know, but I don't know what else to call it.
That's just you call it nonsense.
I'll call it a tangent.
Nonsense. There we go. Okay, yes. Sorry, bringing it back.
Title of the episode: call it a tangent.
Yeah, we got it. There we go.
Samurai Jack, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were talking about. Oh God, we're only on the pool list.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry. I'll be
okay,
quiet.
Samurai Jack 2.0. Under the leadership of benevolent Samurai Jack. Benevolent? That's the word.
There we go.
Samurai Jack society has prospered. Everything in it is in line with his philosophies, his stoicism, and of course his hair. Of course, this is all news to Jack, who doesn't much care for this imposter using his name. I'm getting feedback from somewhere.
No, you sound really clear. So you're okay.
Yeah. But which one is the real Jack? A bold new miniseries from Paul Wallar, who did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Universe and Clue, and Bryce Thomas, who did Sonic the Hedgehog. A new Samurai Jack adventure in every issue. So,
yeah. Sweet. Gonna read the next one.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Deadly Class 38 by Rick Remender, Wesley Craig, and Jordan Boyd. Published by Image Comics. Never go back. Part 35. Marcus and Maria return to King's Dominion and face the rot that festers in its halls. Done.
Nice. Done. Has anyone actually watched Deadly Class?
No, I didn't know it was a TV show.
Now. Yeah, it's a TV show.
I haven't. Yeah, I read the first 2 issues.
Uh-huh.
I think of the first season, like of the comics, and I liked it, but I didn't get a chance to kind of, when you just like get in the rest of them. So I need to actually read them because they're actually really, really good. So, but I'm excited to see the TV show if it's any better.
Nice. Yeah, I need to watch the TV show. I was trying to decide whether to actually watch the TV show or try to read the comics, but I think I would try and watch the TV show first and get into the comics if I have time to.
Definitely. Oh,
So yeah, into comic book news. The Batman Who Laughs is extended to 7 issues.
Oh.
As opposed to
6.
Oh, that's not really anything. I suppose they really needed to tell that story properly.
Yeah.
Has it been pushed back again?
No,
like
it's just
everything else. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Seems like everything.
It's so funny. Like it's so funny. I love Batman. I love DC. I've been really enjoying what I've read of Batman Who Laughs. But I'm pretty sure it's got a lot to do with Endgame and the stuff that we've spoken about in the past about how stuff has been pushed back. But I am don't even want to say it, I am not caring about DC right now. Like they're just not high on my priorities. I'm just like,
no.
Can I read some? I was going through all the comics that I need to catch up on. I'm like, DC no, DC no, DC. Ooh, Marvel. That says a lot for me to say that. Like seriously.
Welcome back to the tribe. Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so
I'm just visiting.
Okay, nice.
Just visiting.
Originally planned for 6 issues, Snyder and Jock's story has been extended to a full 7th issue that will both tie up the miniseries and lead into a newly announced Batman and Superman series by Joshua Williams and David Marquez.
Batman and Superman miniseries?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Look, Chocolate is clapping, yeah.
They're not gonna do anything that I haven't seen before. Like I'm just so like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Putting the world's finest back together again. Pray to face off.
It's been a while since they were actually.
Yeah, I think the last story was just before the New 52 ended, and it became Rebirth. So it's been a few years actually. Now that I think about it.
Has
not
Batman
including
ever
like.
So go on.
No, you go. It's fine.
Oh no, not including.
I was just gonna say not including like big superhero team ups like the one where the Source Wall broke. Ha.
We get into every episode. I was gonna ask, has Batman ever killed Superman?
Probably.
Not that I know of.
Not that I can think of.
Not that I can think of.
He's beat Superman, but he's not. I don't think he's killed him. I don't think Superman's killed Batman either. To be honest, I just.
And they haven't gone rogue together, have they? Like I know Batman.
There was an episode. There wasn't not an episode. There was a storyline. I used to collect the Superman Batman comics or whatever they were called, Batman Superman, and there was one where they were raised by. Were they raised by Lex Luthor? Both of them were raised by some villain. So they ruled the world at the time. Batman and Superman ruled the world. I can't remember how that story went. I've got it somewhere about, but
interesting.
They've done that. But
okay, cool.
Yeah, I can't remember how that story goes, so I can't give you any more information than that. Random question though. No, that was I'm saying.
Oh, that was
exclamation point.
Yeah. Sorry,
not question mark.
Yes. So yeah, that was a random question. Sorry, I was just thinking. Okay, cool. What's next?
Sean's saying Superman killed Batman in an alternate Earth.
Okay. Thanks, Shawnee. Yeah. See, this is the Shawniest of Sean's. He's our number one Sean. Sauce Wall Sean, okay? Put him on your shirt. He's a Sean. Hi, Sean. Thank you for that, Sean.
Okay.
Oh, cool. What about this? Sorry, go on. As you said, yes.
So next one, Detective Comics 1000 helps DC top March direct market. So yeah, this one is basically issue 1000 of Detective Comics, which was a pretty big book, and it was $9.99. The oversized anniversary issue was the month's top-selling comic, so it led DC to a 36.20% dollar share in dollars earned. Marvel came in close second with a 34.46. So yeah, it's basically it's making DC some money. I
can imagine.
Okay, cool.
Even though Marvel is still popping ass at the comic book, you know, and the box office. But anyway, we'll get to that.
Yeah, I haven't actually read that book yet either. I heard it's pretty good. There's a couple of good
How
stories.
much is it over here, though?
It'll probably be about £10 still.
Okay, cool. That's not too bad, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they have to hike up the prices like £15. And you're like, whoa. It's like, no. Okay, cool. Yay!
Have you been reading Uncanny X-Men?
No. I mean, obviously, you know I have, but I'm behind.
Okay.
So you're about to spoil it. It's fine. Go ahead, man.
So there was a death scene, basically.
Oh my god! No, go on. It's
Don't
fine.
spoil it. Don't.
Yeah.
No, seriously. No, do it. I don't care.
All right. I won't tell you who it was. But well, if you're reading the script, you might know who it was. But
no, I'm not going to read the script.
So basically, a character died in Uncanny X-Men issue 17, and the way the character died turned out to be controversial to some people.
Why? Soft asses.
Well, basically, the character was just sitting on a bench. A guy comes over and is attracted to the victim, the character. She says no. She's busy. He invites her to her place. She says no. And then she starts to get aggressive towards him. Well, he gets aggressive, and then she turns into a mutant. And then he's saying, "Oh, were you trying to trap normal guys into believing that you're a human, but you're really a mutant?" And that was basically it. They beat her up and they killed her.
Oh wow!
And now people were saying that it was unsensitive because you know, it's like a trans misogyny.
Okay. And okay, finish, and we'll talk.
So basically, the writer Matthew Rosenberg tweeted an apology. He basically said, "I just want to say that I am listening to all the criticisms and taking it in. I want to let other voices lead the conversation here. With that said, I do want to apologize to people hurt by our story. That was never our intention. Also, if you've been reading our book and enjoying it or disliking it, I guess I'd urge you to consider making a donation to @Trans Lifeline and help support the vital work they do." And it's www.translifeline.org/donate. So yeah, go ahead. What are you guys saying?
Okay. I'm all for the LGBTQ RSTAAPP 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I am bisexual. I am with the collective. I get it. However, yeah, I get where I get the mindset of, okay, cool, this feels like a trans thing, but then it's like, it's not. It's about a mutant. Okay, and we've had mutants in different stories who've tried to conceal themselves for fear of being killed. You know what I mean? So a Muslim person,
and that's what X-Men is pretty much. X-Men is that story.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Someone who has a Muslim faith could be like, well, that could be my story. You know what I mean? Just because I wasn't wearing a hijab that day doesn't mean like I'm, you know what I mean? Like it can be equated to any kind of narrative. And it's just like, you can't pick and put like such a heavy burden on a creation that kind of encompasses everybody, like from race to gender to, you know what I mean? Like you said, like X-Men has always been about everybody. So for people within the trans community to be like, oh, it's our story. What happened when Rogue got found out? What happened when, you know what I mean, Storm had racism? What happened?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just like
that is the thing with X-Men. They've always done that kind of controversial storyline. I mean, there was one called God Loves Man Kills, which was a great story. And basically the guy in it believed that God basically doesn't want mutants, and he's been sent to kill the mutants. So they've always had controversial storylines. And to me, when I was reading it, I was like, okay, I kind of get what's kind of going on here, but I don't know. I don't think anyone should be apologizing for.
No, not at all. So it's
I don't think anyone should be upset about a story like that being told either. To be fair.
Not at all, and especially the way. Go ahead.
I think regardless of your race, your apparent gender that you may have decided on, or whatever, people are people, and there are people that hate people, whether it's your religion, your race, your gender choices, your sexuality. And to me, I haven't read it yet, but that sounds like the realist story in a comic book I've heard in a while. Like that is, people have been killed for being black. People have been killed for being Muslim. I know people have been killed for being trans. People, do you know what I mean? For being gay. If anything, they should be praising the writer for putting it out there in a comic, because it's real. I get that we read these things to escape,
get out the real world, and
but at the same time, like you said, one thing that I've always loved about the X-Men is how relatable it is. Being black and whatever. It's not even just black. It's like it could be anyone who's going through their prejudice. Do you know what I mean? And I just don't think that he shouldn't have apologized. What he should have done is explained himself. That's what I think. I feel like social media, especially when it comes to the LGBTs, whatever, they I swear they rule the world these days. And whenever they're offended, it's straight apology. I'm like, don't apologize. Explain your reasons and just move on.
I think that's the thing. It's like everybody's like, I mean, even the conversation we had, a little text frame we had earlier today, because apparently there's be careful people out there who watches Game of Thrones, because apparently there's some spoilers.
I came offline when I saw Kieran, it's like there was a spoiler. I was like, come off Insta, come off Twitter. I was like, don't do it, because I saw a picture. Sorry, small tangent. I saw a picture of someone sent me a picture of a guy who got mashed up at the cinema because he blurted out the ending. He spoiled the ending of Endgame for people, so they beat him the F up. That's how serious it is. Yeah, you can't go 11 years. Yeah, and then just come and spoil it for people. Don't be spoiling nothing.
Yeah, that's my thing as well. Okay, just to add on to that tangent, that's one of the reasons I've come off social media again, because you watch Game of Thrones for years. I feel like I missed Endgame. I'm glad that I came off social media when I did. I didn't even come off for Endgame. I came off for personal mental reasons. But Endgame just happened to coincide. I was like, let me stay off a bit longer. But now I've been watching Game of Thrones for all these years. Some a-hole's going to release the last episode before even the penultimate one's been released.
Exactly.
And
that's it.
I've been watching it all these years, and like my son was a baby when I was watching this show, and you're going to try and like ruin it for man.
So be careful out there. There are apparently there's the elite episode of Game of Thrones.
No, we ain't doing it. Go on.
But I'm actually forgetting my point now. There was a point.
I was going to say that. It was about, we were talking about just the comic and how it's just people get offended over where he shouldn't apologize.
You shouldn't. I think that's the thing, is like nowadays there's so much information going around. Everybody's got a reason to hate something, even if it's the most minor thing. And I just think that people now have a voice to actually say things, you know. But either way, it's for me, I just think like at the moment, Uncanny X-Men is one of the best books I'm reading at the moment. It's one book that whenever I get it on my pull list, It's the first book I'm reading. That's the first book I'm turning the pages of. So yeah, I mean, if it's gonna have storylines like this in the future, then yeah, so be it. Like I said, that's the whole reason why I've been reading, particularly X-Men, for so long.
Definitely, they were the first. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, it just really bugs me in the sense that, like, because I'm a huge fan of comedy as well. Like, I love stand-up comedy, and now you're getting comedians apologizing for jokes. When I'm like, my brother put this the best way: everything should be funny, or I'm paraphrasing, everything should be funny, or nothing should be allowed to be funny, because it's going to get to a point where it's TV, comedy, books, and they're just going to be bland and boring because we can't say anything because this group is going to get offended or that group's going to. Do you know what I mean? What are we going to have to do? We're not going to be able to do anything. We're just going to be reading these bland stories where it's going to be trying to please everybody, where people just need to chill. I'm going to swear on the podcast, chill the fuck out.
Chill the F out. Okay, do it. There we go.
No, because it proper bugs me. Like,
definitely.
Just
yes. But we always praise X-Men because they were the first ones to include everybody and everything. So leave X-Men alone. Trans people, I understand your plight, but calm the fuck down. It has nothing to do with you. Maybe worry about Meghan Markle and the baby and the racist comments about them. Maybe stick up for other people. Maybe
I'm gonna say this. Okay. I'm gonna say this real quick.
Try not to and then we could again, please.
Yeah, sorry. I do apologize. Sorry, we're on YouTube and that whole thing. Yeah. My apology. But I will say this: if it comes to it, and when we blow up, and then they dig on our archives, and they're like, "Oh my God, years ago he said this," I'm gonna be like, "I ain't apologizing for it.
No,
I said it. I'm gonna put that on all over my whatever the social media is. It's gonna be all over there that I said it. I don't care. Offend these nuts."
That will not be today's title.
Oh please, why not?
Oh please, yeah, let's do that. But I do apologize for swearing. I'm really trying to cut that out.
Moving out.
Yeah,
it frustrates me so much.
I'm sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. Speaking of being offended and upset, Peter Mayhew, man. Chewbacca.
Oh, Chewie.
Wait, yeah.
No.
Chewie passed away. He died on the 30th of April at 74 years old. He was surrounded by his family in his North Texas home.
That's nice.
Yeah. He died of a heart attack.
Oh, bless.
There's a lot of heart attacks going around these days. It's creepy.
I know.
Yeah,
drink alkaline water and look after your bodies, people. Come on now.
Sorry, this isn't geek related, but I was watching something else and they were talking about John Singleton's death, and then they went to Luke Perry, and it's like it's all heart attacks. Like, what's going on? That seems a bit. And I was reading something today about somebody, I can't remember who, and they said that this person died from a heart attack, but it's suspicious. Like that, it doesn't seem. It just seems a bit dodge. And I don't know, man. Yeah. Because people are saying that people are supposed to be living longer these days. Because I don't know.
Actually, since we're on the subject, we might as well. I won't say that actually. Might as well do this one. So Chris Reccardi, who was an artist who drew Ren and Stimpy and Powerpuff Girls, he also died as well. And I think that was through a heart attack as well.
Cheese and bread, Lord of mercy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, he did multiple roles such as Ren and Stimpy, Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack. Yeah.
He's the guy who did Dexter's Lab. It's the same artist who did all that, right?
Dexter's Laboratory.
Lab.
Oh wow.
Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends.
Yeah, that was. I watched all these shows. I love that show.
Yeah, regular show. SpongeBob SquarePants, and he even did a few Simpsons as well.
I'm sure he did Danny Phantom as well. Man, he was great.
Yeah.
That's a shame, man. That
look
means that
after your
style
bodies,
of cartoons
people.
is gone. That's gone now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was
There's so many cartoons.
That's
How old was he? Sorry,
that's a big leap. Sorry, gone.
54 years old.
54 years old.
Yeah, 54. I think he died while surfing, and I think he had a cardiac arrest. I don't think I put it on the script, but I think I read that he
doing something he loved. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
It's a bad way to die, but if you're gonna go out, at least go out on a wave, cowabunga, dude. You know what I mean? Oh, but we're gonna miss all of these beautiful, rest in power, peace, and passion for all of these beautiful people. And thank you for shaping, changing the landscape of geek
animated
TV code.
cartoons.
You know what I mean? Wow. And Chewbacca. Oh my God, come on.
Yeah, so he's played Chewie all these years, right?
Yeah.
He played Chewie up until so he played in the New Hope, basically
Star Wars.
The Star Wars trilogy, Revenge of the Sith, and Force Awakens. And The Last Jedi was played by Jonas Sutamo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace to both of them.
Yeah. Oh, bless. Thank you for not leaving me alone in that one. I appreciate you. What's next?
I wasn't doing that.
Have you guys watched the new Spider-Man trailer?
Yes. Have you watched the new Spider-Man trailer?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
I was at my mom's and my brother was like, we're watching the new Spider-Man trailer. I was like, I'm trying to limit my trailers to one trailer. Yeah, so I don't. And then he put it on and I was like, okay, what's
No,
okay.
I feel like this trailer had to. I mean, it would have been. I had to watch that trailer because I feel like because Endgame is so fresh. I need more information, so I need to watch this trailer.
And
Mysterio, I feel like
boy, did I get information!
Yeah, this trailer gave us some information.
Yeah.
Well, it could be lying, but there was a clip out yesterday or this morning, and basically it's a clip where Peter Parker's talking to Mysterio, and basically Mysterio explains that that Spider-Man's world is Earth 616, while his home world is Earth 833. So
how would he know that?
Well, that's just I don't know. That's how does anyone know anything?
But is it 616? Because
I don't think it's 616 because
the Endgame stuff.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I always saw the MCU as like the ultimate universe because they got the Black Nick Fury. There's other clues as well. God, there are other clues. I can't remember what they are, but I think it just seems very ultimate.
Yeah, although it does seem very ultimate, I think basically what they're getting at is that this is the main Marvel universe.
The main Marvel universe.
The main Marvel universe in the comics is 616. And this is the main film, even though it might be adapted from either the main comics or the Ultimate Universe. It is still the main movie universe. So him coming in saying that Spider-Man's universe is 616 is that kind of equation of it.
Like, and can we talk about the black suit?
Because before we do, the thing about it being that he's from Earth 833 is that 833 is actually the home in the comics of Spider-Man, Spider UK. So
sup, governor?
And he was he is basically survived by his world's Captain Britain. And now in the comics, Captain Britain, he's pretty much like a how would you say it? He's like it's like an agent who goes through time and corrects multiverses and things that are not supposed to happen. So yeah, it's no
because he and
accident
Spider
that-
UK are supposed to be part of the same kind of police group or whatever, aren't they?
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's no coincidence that they chose those two Earth nations. So
Spider-Verse is coming, yo.
It might be Mysterio is lying about certain elements, but I think that he is from another universe.
Yeah. The reason I don't think he's lying about being from another universe is because why would he know? It's just basically about the whole snap. How would he know that? Whatever. I lost my train of thought. It just makes sense for him to be from another universe.
And how did he get there? And
he's definitely from a different universe, definitely. But then I think he's probably lying about what universe Peter Parker is actually, like what Earth he's actually in. I don't personally think that
the only thing I think he's lying about is that he's playing. We know Quentin Beck. His story is that, spoilers for those of you that don't know. If you don't know, you won't know, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they will know now.
Yeah, got to hear it again.
Is that he pretended to be a superhero, and then he was exposed by Spider-Man. Spider-Man had to take him out. And this is what we're seeing in the trailers. I'm not going to watch any more trailers after this one, I don't think, because then they'll probably give away the movie. But he's doing the hero thing. He's acting as if he's the hero. And what better way to do it than to come to an Earth that doesn't know who you are and pretend to be a hero. So I think that's the only thing he's lying about to me. And then he's probably using his film studio technology to, as they said in the 90s cartoon, his automatons to make these sand people and these fire demons and all the other this, that, and the third. And he's taking them out with his TV magic. And then Nick Fury is coming like
I wouldn't be surprised if he was from his universe. Maybe one of the bad disciples from the Ancient One, because his magic does look like that. It does look similar to what Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
To be honest, it would be a better, more modern way of doing Mysterio than him working for like a film crew. Because that's kind of, because you know what? For example, you remember in Old Man Logan when the way Logan ended up killing all the killing all the X-Men was because Mysterio did it. And I thought that was the only part of the story I didn't like. I was like, really, Mysterio? With Wolverine's abilities, Mysterio is the one that fooled you. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought they could have got any other character that can manipulate realities and to trick Wolverine other than Mysterio. I just thought, really? But anyway. Even when I read Spider-Man for the first time, where Spider-Man went to Miles Morales' universe, and again it was Mysterio. I was like, why is Mysterio the one that's doing? It's like it's lazy writing to me.
He's a pretty decent villain, though. Not personality wise, but he is a pretty decent villain in the sense that he can manipulate people, and that's his thing. That's the whole. That's his whole gimmick kind of thing. You know, he can make you believe in one thing, but actually it's something else. So, I mean, he's pretty much like a human Loki, really. And
I was just about to say that.
And the things Loki can do is just crazy.
Yeah, and the fact that obviously Jake Gyllenhaal's playing him, you're gonna get a completely different aspect of Mysterio now. So it's gonna be like a more in-depth, more sinister like version of him, which is going to be good.
I think so.
Jake Gyllenhaal's really good, so that's cool. But
exactly.
Can we talk about the black suit? Because I love talking about black suits when it comes to Spider-Man. So is this a nod to or a nudge to Venom?
I think it's more of a nod
Spider-Man
to Spider-Man Noir.
Okay.
I think it's more of a nod to that. I think he's probably forgotten his suit, or
Nick probably I just think Nick had one, or maybe his suit gets torn, or You know, Nick's like, hey, we got this one spare. Hey, where this Agents of Shield suit? This one
Get up. Okay.
But no, not. I don't think they're gonna go the Venom route for a while, especially with things up in the air with Sony and Marvel.
Yeah. I don't think so.
We're not gonna get that for a while. It's gonna be a while.
Just wanted to.
We might be on our fourth Spider-Man actor by then.
I doubt it. Speaking of things that are and letting us down, what do you all think about that Sonic trailer?
Okay, let's talk. Right. Firstly, it's called. Okay. Firstly, I saw Jim Carrey. Okay, Jim Carrey, I'm not worried about because throughout the trailer, he started to then look like what's his name? I forgot his name.
Robotnik.
But Robotnik, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not worried about Jim Carrey because Jim Carrey's going to do what Jim Carrey does best. He's a great, weird comedian, comical actor. So I wasn't worried about that. When I saw Sonic, I wanted to throw something at the television because I don't know who in the Pikachu. How they get Pikachu so right and Sonic so wrong? Tell me how. Explain to me.
Different studios for one.
No, well, someone should have phoned someone and been like, look,
you know what?
This is
I
not Sonic.
think whoever did Sonic worked on Apocalypse from X-Men.
I mean, you had Pixels, yeah? You had Pixels. Was it Pixels? Yeah. They got everything in that right. They got, they got, what do you call it? What's it called? Chumpy Man. Why is my head gone today? Okay, they got all of the Pac-Man. Thank you. They got everything right. They got the Space Invaders. They got Pac-Man. They got the Centipede. Everything right. Pikachu comes along. All right, cool. It's Ryan Reynolds. I don't like it. I just don't like it. But he sounds like Pikachu, and he looks like Pikachu. Sonic is easy. Yeah, it just looks like a hedgehog, not a hedgehog. And like I don't know, like Sarah Jessica Parker had a baby. And it came out like, no.
I think they missed out the main features for Sonic. They missed out the eyes, for instance, like the big eyes that doesn't connect to his nose or anything. They should have just made his eyes just big. His gloves, obviously, he needs to have big hands and big gloves. That's his main staple. And trainers as well. He needs to have a big feet.
Thank you.
If they got those right, it would be better. But
yeah,
do you know what bugs me about? So going back to Apocalypse real quick. I remember seeing that movie where he looks like Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers, and then the guy had the nerve to deny it. Like, I don't think he looks like Ivan. First of all, Ivan Ooze is a different color. Anyway,
it's the same color.
And then I remember seeing this dope cosplay. This dope cosplay of Apocalypse that looked movie ready. And I thought, how did this guy who probably made it in his backyard make that?
Better.
And Hollywood, big budget, $1 million. And then, then I saw a picture the other day of like Sonic, how it should look, and Sonic, how it is. And this other one again was fan made. Some kid probably made that in their bedroom. I'm like, how is Hollywood letting just regular folk at home just outshine you like that? It's embarrassing. Like, I would be embarrassed. And then do you know what? And then they're like, oh, we're gonna take this away and fix it because you don't like it. You shouldn't have messed up in the first place. I just don't get it. Like,
come on.
And this is a perfect phrase. I love this phrase when it applies. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Fix it. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
And it's like
the funny thing is,
you know what it is. You know what we already got onto everybody. Like, don't think we forgot. Yeah, because when you first showed Thanos, it was dark purple, and then you made man light skin. Yeah, we ain't forgotten that. It's just because he was a bad man. Yeah, that we let it slide.
Didn't even have the right armor on.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Don't think we weren't watching. So you can't just sliding things. No.
I was watching Mr. Sunday Movies. Shout out to Mr. Sunday Movies if you ever see this. And he was talking about when they went, spoilers for Endgame, went back in time to Morag 20. You know when they to meet Peter Quill to get the
Yeah.
and he was saying like, and Thanos was wearing the armor from 2018, but he didn't have that armor in 2018. He had.
Oh right.
And I thought that was funny because
Whatever.
he had the traditional comic book armor, didn't he?
Yeah.
I just thought that was quite funny.
Yeah, you
That's
guys.
probably
Yeah.
that's how they should have given us comic book Thanos if they went back in time. But oh well, missed opportunity.
Yeah.
He still looks sick anyway. He still
Yeah,
looks
I ain't got no problems with Thanos, boy. He like Isha said, he's a bad man.
He's a bad man.
Wreck
Sonic
it
is
up.
not.
So just like what you said, actually, the director did go on to Twitter to tweet this out. He said, "Thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be." So yeah, they're going to go back and
I disagree.
Change it.
I disagree. I disagree with them doing that because no. Hold up, I'm gonna let you finish. But
go ahead. Don't make me feel like doing the fifth. Don't make me feel like that.
No, it's because like when you put something out there, you should put it out with pride as well. Do you know what I mean? Let people complain. Let us complain until we see the finished products. But there were. Now I know I'm kind of backtracking a bit, but no, because it's like if you're gonna get it wrong, fine. But Apocalypse, for example, could have been sick. It's just that it was a crap story. Full stop. Do you get what I mean? Thanos didn't look like the way we expected Thanos to look, and he was sick. Now they've released this Sonic the Rat Hog, and he doesn't look right. But you've put him out there. Stick with your product. Do you know what I mean? Go confidently with what you've got. But now you're gonna be like, be all Rick and Morty about it. Just, not even Rick, but Morty.
I'm like, I'm kind of like, look, all right. If you've done that and you want to backtrack, fine. But make sure you backtrack correct, because anyhow you come and I don't know, Sonic is now purple, or he's got a mass. Like then I'm gonna cuss you and be like, just go back to the original mashup thing that you had. You know what I mean? It's just like, but it's just like you already have. Who are these people that you're hiring? Because Sonic is already there. He's been with Sega for like bajillions.
They've actually got the Sonic designer with them as well, and apparently he wasn't happy with it anyway.
Oh, then listen to the man.
Yeah.
Oh my days.
We'll see when it comes.
The designer from Sonic will be Japanese though, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is, right there.
If the Japanese man ain't happy, listen to the Japanese man. Okay, you know why?
How many times
he drew Sonic.
Yeah, how many times have we seen something from Japan been brought into the West, and the West just ruins it because they think they know better when you don't?
Oh my god, you really don't.
Wow.
Sonic was fine. Sonic was fine the way he was.
Oh my god.
Just. Oh my days!
Stop trying to colonize everything. Leave everybody alone. Right, let's go on to the next thing, please, before I get angry.
Alright, so yeah, can't wait to see Tails. Anyway, Marvel. Marvel's
Tails in that movie.
Marvel's Ghost Rider and Knuckles, man. Marvel's Ghost Rider and Helstrom is set to debut on Hulu.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to go back again. Sorry. Could you imagine if they showed Knuckles in that trailer? Because the whole thing about Knuckles was his gloves. How would they do that? Would they show his gross, fleshy, knuckly?
He'd have like Wolverine bone claws.
Oh, it would look so nasty.
He'll probably do something.
And there's probably there's a design out there for just a nasty looking Knuckles. I'm telling you that they've got on their storyboards. Ugh. Sorry, going back to Ghost Rider, was it?
Ghost Rider, yes. Okay.
So, Marvel announced that television series based on Helstrom, which is basically Helstrom is the sibling of the Devil, I think it was. I need to. I can't remember who that character was.
It's been a while.
But him and his sister, they're going to have a TV series along with Ghost Rider. And apparently Ghost Rider will be the same actor who played Robbie in
Reyes.
Robbie Reyes in Agents of Shield.
Okay, cool.
Although they're saying it's going to be an unrelated take on the character, so I'm not sure what they are doing in that case.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Okay.
Right there. So Marvel Disney is going to take the actor.
Well, no, it's the same.
different.
It's the same. It's the same people. What is his name? I can't remember his name, but he does the TV side of Marvel. It's the same guy.
Okay, so that just poos all over my rant.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, you lot were about
You know where I was going with that, though.
I know exactly where you was going with that. Yeah.
You had to shut that down quick, because I was gonna rant. I was like, what? What?
Okay. Oh,
So,
that sounds
yeah, it's
interesting.
a bit,
Kind of thing,
yeah.
Yeah,
It
you know,
is,
it's one of
but-
those I have to wait till I see it. You know what I mean? Like, because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, where they're gonna go with it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good with on Agents of Shield as well. It was really good. So,
Okay.
I mean, even Agents of Shield was alright.
Strange character to
Still
put
is.
in Agents of Shield, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll look forward to that. I'll keep you posted anyway. I'll be watching it when it comes out. So
Yeah, let us know.
Well, I might give it a look. See, I liked the first Ghost Rider movie.
yeah.
Let's not talk about it. That's about
hashtag bring back Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
That would be actually pretty sick if Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage really wants to be a superhero, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he named himself after like Luke, like his last name. He changed his last name to like.
Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Like,
I love Nicolas Cage. He's great.
Cool. He's named himself after Luke Cage. He attempted to play Superman, and then he wanted to be the Ghost Rider. Like, he really wants that superhero money.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Marvel or DC? No, go DC. Give Nicolas Cage a job.
No, do Marvel. Just do Marvel and the Thanos.
Is everyone breaking up?
The Thanos thing. Yeah, with the Thanos. Is it the Ultimate Ghost Rider Ultimate?
Maybe he could play Galactus.
Who?
He should come back as Ghost Rider, definitely.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, but not Galactus. Please don't.
You think so?
No,
It'd be cool if he did. I wouldn't complain.
If he come back and hand down the reins.
If he was Silver Surfer. Oh my days.
Yeah, that'd be good. There you go.
That'd be sick.
So
that'd be sick.
So Marvel just cast Richard Madden as Ikaris.
We can hear you, Kay. You're good.
Yeah, you're good. We can hear you. Marvel just cast Richard Madden as Ikaris in Eternals movie.
Oh yes, I saw this. Ooh.
So if you guys don't know, Richard Madden was the guy
Guess
who
what, Zemnis? That doesn't mean you're Eternal.
But
he played Robb Stark in Game of Thrones, and he's a British actor.
Rob Man, Red Wedding.
Yeah.
Dude,
Give me a moment.
What?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
So yeah, he's cast as Ikaris.
Whoa!
So,
why are we talking about Game of Thrones?
No, because the actor is who played Robb Stark is now one of the Eternals.
Is he not listening? Can you not hear us?
I
can't hear you lot properly. It's lagging.
Yeah.
What?
Man. Come off and come in.
Come in what?
Jump out and jump in. Like, you know when you reset your computer. Jump out.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna bail. You guys carry on.
Technical difficulties here in the wall. There's so much sauce in the wall. Sometimes you need to configure the wall. But okay, that's good. You know.
Yeah. So this film is definitely going ahead.
Okay, cool.
Yes. It's good to know that things are actually happening, because other than this, we don't really have that much information on other things that are coming. Although we did just get some information about some slates, which we'll talk about in a sec. Yeah, I think he'll be a good fit for Ikaris. I reckon.
Yeah, and it's a nice
I don't
switch up
know.
as well. Like he's so gone.
I was just gonna say I don't know Ikaris that well from the comics. I do know him well from Greek mythology and the Hercules cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy, the actor, he's a really good kind of a rounded actor anyway. So he should have a nice spin on it. So it'll be good. And again, it's not too far from kind of what he's used to, because obviously he's done the Game of Thrones thing. So it's one of those kind of, he kind of gets to like do a hyped up version of that almost, just with powers. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
And
he'll be acting with Angelina Jolie apparently as well. So
yes.
we'll see how that turns out.
It's about time she started getting that Marvel money.
Interesting. Yeah. Even though I did love her as Maleficent, not gonna lie, she was really good. I did like that. But anyway,
she wasn't my problem. No, she wasn't my problem with the movie. The movie was my problem with the movie.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, but you know.
As in, couldn't she just be a villain?
I know.
Couldn't we just, this is my side of the story, and it depends on who tells the story and whatever. I'm like, shut up.
That's what happens when Disney make live action. But we digress. It was good.
Speaking of Disney making live action,
no.
Oh, God.
Disney just released some dates for Star Wars movies.
Okay.
2022, 2024, and 2026 are the dates.
Damn.
So yeah, they didn't release any names of the movies, but yeah, we've got 3 Star Wars movies coming up.
Okay, I'ma just breathe. And then, you know what? Because you DC'd me the last time. You DC'd me. You said it was good. And then we went to see it. And it was meh. And didn't make sense. So.
Oh, man. Remember that scene where he's like, come on, you know who your parents are? They were just garbage people. I was like, what?
I think the difference with this is it won't be characters that we know, I think. And I think I heard something today about Rian Johnson not doing the Star Wars movies anymore. And this might actually be the movies from the Game of Thrones directors. They might be actually doing these trilogies. So that could be interesting if it's them doing this.
Yes, that could be very much so.
It's Star Wars. Star Wars will always get a chance with me. It's like it's the ultimate geek fandom. Like
it is.
If a geek doesn't like Star Wars, I'll be like, kind of geek.
They're not a true geek.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
No, you're either Star Wars or Star Trek. It's just
it's like the ultimate
one of the two.
Kind of, which is strange because that's only a thing because they both have the word star in it. One's a bloody TV show and the other one's a movie. Why people do that, I don't know. It's true. It's true.
Stick to your gangs, people. Yeah,
that's what it is. Oh my god, I can see.
Yay! What's next?
So, speaking of dates, Disney also put out a Marvel slate as well. So there's 8.
How does the rest go?
You can buy our beats on wehavenobeats.co.uk / don't at us. There we go. Carry on.
So there's 8 slates. We've got May the 1st, 2020.
Okay.
November the 6th, 2020. February the 12th, 2021. May the 7th, 2021. November the 5th, 2021. February 18th.
2 movies a year.
2021 is 3 movies. 2022 is 3 movies. So the only 2 movies in the year is next year, which is 2020.
Okay.
So 8 slots, no titles.
Okay.
Come on, no more.
We know that they're doing a Shang-Chi movie.
Firstly, it's just a quick jump in. Sorry to cut you. Really random. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm great. Bringing an Asian character. Great. So random though. I was just like, you're not gonna like just add him to something? Is he gonna be on like the agents of agents?
Yeah, I
you know
get
what I
what you
mean? Like,
mean.
are you gonna introduce him, or are you just gonna dash him in? Like, it's
Do
like
you
someone
know
was like,
what's
Yeah, they'll probably just bring him in on his own, like just like they did with Doctor Strange. Or
it's funny because he's like a Luke Cage kind of character, like the street level
yeah.
character, and I just couldn't see a reason to give him a movie, if that makes sense. It's a very
And I want to
not
know
many
why they're
people.
giving him a movie before Black Widow. Sorry. No.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
yeah,
that's
I
what I'm saying. It
guess.
just seems like a very interesting choice.
Yeah.
Not that I'm against it, but I'm just like with Isha in the sense that like why, you know,
Yeah.
why before Black Widow and there's so many characters that they know we want to see, especially with this whole Fox merger. And then they're giving us Shang-Chi, and it's like, I don't know, but you know, I'm sure they're up to something.
Maybe they're being a bit diverse in their
Yeah,
movies. Yeah, I don't know what they could be doing with him. He doesn't really have powers per se, in the sense of
no, he's just a comic book Bruce Lee.
pretty much, yeah. I know Jonathan Hickman gave him powers in his when he was doing his Avengers run.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Other than that, yeah, it is a weird one. It really is a weird one.
It is. I was just like, no shade, but I was like, that's very random. I was like, okay, fair enough. Do your thing, you know. But
Yeah, exactly.
to the cinematic universe, you know.
So
we'll see.
Okay.
So yeah, so we've got Shang-Chi. We know Eternals is coming out. Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Black Widow should be coming out. So there's 2 movies in those slots that we have no idea what they are.
Okay. Cool.
I wouldn't even know what to think. I would love it if well, we all know we want X-Men, we all know we want Fantastic Four, but from what I mean, unless Kevin Feige's kind of like gassing us, it sounds like those things are there, but they're way down the line. So I'm not gonna even hold my breath for those, to be honest. But what else is there? I know they've been saying that they want to bring like Daredevil back. They said all that during the whole thing with it being cancelled. They might surprise us with them. I was just gonna say they might surprise us with a movie, obviously with like a different actor, I'm assuming, but you never know.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do that right away though.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they?
It'd be good if they did like the Shang-Chi, Daredevil, someone else like series. That'd be good. You know, like
I thought that, but that makes sense.
That would be good. You know what I mean? That would make sense. But
like if the Netflix shows were still going on and they were going to say, "Oh, we're going to add Shang-Chi," I would be like, "That makes perfect sense. That makes." I'd be excited. I'd be excited for that, but I'm not excited for this.
Yeah, because I'm like, fam, where have you been? What have you been up to? Who are you? For people who don't know him, you know what I mean? I'm just like, okay, cool. Yay.
I'm looking at my figures, trying to think who could they give a movie
to. It might be Anton Deck, Ant-Man and the Wasp sequel.
Yeah, I was gonna say Thor's supposed to be getting another movie as well.
Yeah, but I think that will probably. I think they'll probably go with Guardians. I reckon.
You think? You don't think he'll get his own kind of?
I think it will be. Yeah, I don't know. He probably will, but I think they'll probably do the Guardians first because he did go off with the Guardians as well.
Yeah,
and they do pretty much seem like a good team together. I reckon.
Yeah, they can always like implement Captain Marvel back into there because they're all in space, and then obviously they meet the Eternals. They might bump into the Collector again. That's when you get the duck guy, or
was he dead by the way?
Billy Goat guy.
Who's dead?
What's his name?
The Collector. Did he die? I was never clear on that.
Yeah, they weren't clear on that either. Beta Ray Bill.
Beta Ray Bill. That's it. Yeah. I don't think he died. He just had an explosion in his collector's shop, but he didn't die.
No, because Thanos came to get the gem, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then
So
he also altered reality, so we don't know whether he killed him or we just beat him
That's
up.
what I'm saying. They were never clear.
Yeah. So again, he could always come back and, you know what I mean? I have an infinity gem.
Oh, love if they brought him back. If they brought him back and they had I don't know what it was called in for Ragnarok, but you know they're supposed to be brothers, right? Their characters. Jeff Goldblum's
they
character.
look like
So
brothers,
that's because the characters are brothers. So it would be cool if that could be a movie in itself if they just had them. Remember they did it in the cartoon.
That would be a pretty sick movie, actually.
Yeah, if they got all the heroes to fight each other. Not in a Civil War sort of way, but like collect. How did they do it again? Was it they got the villains and then the other one got the heroes and then something like that? Is that how they did it?
Yeah. One of them got the heroes, one of them got the villains, and they put them against each other.
Yeah, I would totally watch that movie.
Yeah, that would be a sick movie.
Interesting. Okay.
But I can't think of what other movies that there's going to be. I'm actually hoping that
Captain Marvel sequel.
Yeah, obviously that would be one. It would have to be. I was going to say they should give Nick Fury a movie. I'd watch that.
You reckon?
Nick Fury, Agent of Shield. I'd watch that.
I would watch a Nick Fury miniseries, like a 6-episode miniseries.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be cool. Obviously, they can do that now with the streaming service as well. That would be cool.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
Good.
I forgot what I was going to say now. Whatever, we can move on. Sorry. I'm looking forward to because Marvel weren't at Comic-Con last year at San Diego. I'm hoping that they'll be there this year and they'll give us some information.
Hopefully.
Only 3 weeks. 3 weeks to Comic-Con? 2 weeks?
That's our Comic-Con, yeah.
Yeah, no, I meant the American one. Although sometimes we get some gems when
not gems like that though.
Yeah, you never know.
We never get those gems. We never get
That's true. We need a Hall H.
Yeah. What was that, Isha?
I said they need to look after us because, like, I feel like because we're such a small country, they're like, Comic-Con in London, blah, and we're like, no. I feel like no, we're here.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
we give you money.
Exactly. Come on.
I tell that to DC. I feel like Disney takes better care of us than bloody DC now.
I know.
We're getting that streaming service. Well, we ain't getting that streaming service. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let me guess. It's postponed, DC. It's postponed.
Postponed.
Boy.
Bitches. Okay, go
on. So the last one for today, Chadwick Boseman. It will be portraying the first black samurai in Yasuke, in the Yasuke film.
I'm so excited for this. At first, I thought he was gonna be like, I'm playing Afro Samurai, and I was like, whoa. Wait. I'm excited, but it's Afro Samurai. Okay. But then he was like, I'm playing the very first samurai. I'm like, I'm more excited about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. I hope they make it like a serious documentary type style film rather than like an action packed film and that's got fantasy elements in it. I hope it's a really decent movie.
Yeah, it needs to be on the level of what was that movie? Mel Gibson made it. Not the Passion of the Christ one, the one about the guy and what was it called?
Lethal Weapon.
No, he was a tribesman and he got taken and he had to find his way back.
Apocalypto,
yeah. It needs
that would be sick actually.
That movie was dope, except the ending frustrated me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. The ending was just like, did they need to show that? Couldn't he just get his family and they walk into the woods looking for a new home, roll credits? But no, Mel Gibson had to be colonial about it.
Yeah, of course, because he's a colonizer. But
I ain't got time for Mel Gibson, you know. That's all he wanted to do. He just wanted to remind people, that's what we do.
Yeah. But
whatever, man.
That film is one underrated. That film is amazing. Two, I feel like the samurai movie needs to be on that kind of level. Like you said,
I think so as well.
Like
if it's directed by Mel Gibson, he'll end up having that samurai just taken away.
I know, right? No Mel Gibson, please.
I'm just saying.
But like, because that film had the right amount of action, but still had like such an immense story. So yeah, depending on obviously what the story of this first samurai is, like, you know, whether it's him becoming a samurai or, you know what I mean? Because obviously it's the first samurai in Japan. So you know what I mean? Yeah. And people forget that there are black people and black communities in Japan. Like they just forget that. It's just like, what was that like? You know what I mean? And what, you know, what were their traditions? What did they do? So it'd be really interesting to have that aspect of it. And then obviously fighting, just a little bit. You know what I mean? Just the sword fighting.
No, not a little bit. A lot of it.
Okay, well, I get a lot, but you know, like not like in the bad way. You know, when they're just like and then you're just like, what's going on? Like in the good bits, they like, you know, they have those moments. Like I'm getting excited. I need a moment where there are two people, samurais. Yeah, there are two samurais, and you have that bit where the wind blows, and then it's just a leaf, and then like, one of them, you know, when they pull the sword out just a little bit, and it shines. And then like they put it out and then they do like a stance. And then they hold it for like what feels like forever. And you're just waiting there at the screen like.
Sounds like you want to watch Dragon Ball Z. I ain't got time for that.
we need that Japanese like, what's it like over
dramatic. No, it needs to be calm and collected, like you said, like Apocalypto, not too crazy.
Yeah, but Apocalypto
nothing
had
too
some
crazy
maybe,
going on.
You know, punchy bits in there. I just need a couple punchy bits. Punchy bits, quality punchy bits, not, you know, Passion of the Christ punchy bits. Anyway, yes, I'm excited about it. That's going to be really good. That's going to be really good.
Hopefully it is, man. I really hope it is a really good film. So just a quick rundown of it. According to various sources, Yasuke was likely from Portuguese Mozambique and served Lubanga from 1581 to 1582. When Villagano arrived in Japan with Yasuke, the latter's presence reportedly caused some commotion. Black people at that time were not discriminated but admired, with many depictions of Buddha being portrayed as black in Japanese temples. Yasuke's skin color became of interest to Nobunaga, who thought Yasuke was covered in black ink, and even made him scrub himself to prove he was black. So yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's why whenever you see a picture or a statue of Buddha, they have Bantu knots, and Bantu knots do not originate it's not originated from Japan. It's originated from Africa. So just let you know.
I just need to clarify something, because I heard Richard say Nobunaga and I wasn't reading it as he said it. That's not how you say it. It's Nobunaga.
Nobunaga, sorry. My mistake.
I'm just saying, because, you know, nah.
You gotta correct one another just to make sure.
Yeah, we gotta help. I'm just helping. Just not trying to make you look foolish or anything. I'm just trying to help. Nobunaga. And the other name was Yasuke.
Nobunaga, Yasuke.
You never say the Sue, it's just Yasuke.
Yes,
right. What other names? Amazing. And then we got Valley God. I can't say that one. That's just nonsense.
That's as far as
Mozambique. What? No, I'm joking.
All right, guys.
But that sounds cool. Actually, I would love to watch this movie in etc.
Yeah. Would you prefer to watch it in subtitles or dub?
I'm not trying to go cinema
that's
to
a good
read.
one,
That's what I'm saying.
No, subtitles. Definitely.
Yeah,
subtitles.
Yeah,
subtitles.
That'd be amazing.
Oh,
that'd be amazing. Actually, in subtitles. That'd be
That's what
Chadwick,
made.
Japanese voice on. How his voice is American. I'm revoking his Wakanda license because no, he definitely needs to have a thick Japanese voice. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I guess that's it for today.
Is that it? Can we
Yes,
not quickly talk about Game of Thrones, or is everybody gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner.
So much going on, and then
Yeah, I think we should
we do a Game of Thrones episode once it's finished?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to suggest that. I think it'll be more impactful then as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all I will say for now.
So, like before you do say it, like we did with Endgame, we'll do a dedicated episode for Game of Thrones, so we can just say what we need to say and everything. Yeah.
I was gonna say something about a character, but then I realized certain people haven't watched it yet. You know who you are.
Those certain people need to hurry up because we've only got 2 episodes left.
All I'm gonna say is
I'm baffled.
No, I was gonna say something about a character in Game of Thrones from not last episode, the episode before. The episode before, not last week, not this Monday's one that we just watched, but last Monday's episode.
Yeah.
And that character was just like bodying people.
Oh right, yeah.
And I was just like,
amazing.
But anyways, I can't talk about it because certain people wanted to read the books or whatever. I'm like, you know what, read your books.
Okay.
Read your books.
Oh my day.
But anyway.
Okay, well, that's
when we talk about it when it's over, it's full spoilers ahead. Yeah.
Full spoilering your whole and do not follow me, because I have my mini Insta story hyperventilation moments and I might spoil something for don't follow me, just don't watch my videos on Sunday night between 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in the morning because I'm hyped and I have no one to talk to, so I need to talk to everybody on the planet who's on the internet. So yes. But yes, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We are the source. Oh yeah.
We shall see you next week. Yeah. Thanks for
we'll be back on Wednesday.
Yeah, sorry everybody for not being on yesterday, but we're on today to make up for the fact that we weren't on yesterday. But next week on the Wednesday, we'll be on that day. And when we are there, don't forget to bring a sandwich.
Indeed. Please like and subscribe to us and share us with your peeps and anyone who's into other geeks. So
bye
everybody.
See
you next
week.
Your
manager, your grandmom. See you next week. All of it.
Bam, 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 bam. The source.